University Lango, the members of the Board of Trustees, the Chairman and members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor of ASUL and other universities present, distinguished guests, members of staff of the university, parents and guardians present, our most beautiful sons and daughters graduating today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Agness Atim Abea, woman member of Parliament, Amolata District. I'm not a general, as you can see, but I'm a general in my own way, and I thank God for that. I bring you greetings from retired General Caleb Akandao, General Saleh, greetings of peace and development. He sends his apology for not being able to come for this graduation ceremony. He would have loved to be here in person, but he got committed at the last minute that he could not make it. And he asked me to come and represent him in this graduation. I don't know why, but I think because he knows this is my roots. And I'm so honored to be here representing him. General Saleh, as all of you know, is a 4-star retired general. He's one of the gallant sons and daughters of this country that put his life in the line for the good of our country. And at the moment, he's the chief coordinator of Operation Wealth Creation. And he always jokes that he has fought all wars, conventional wars, and is at the moment fighting the war on poverty. He's our champion of socio-economic transformation agenda of the country. The Chancellor, permit me to thank you in a very special way for making this day to happen and making the university to be here and the progress that the university has made this far. As a Christian, while I look around and see so many graduates graduating on this ground, I believe this is simply a step of faith. And when you said that this is the first university, private university in northern Uganda, I just knew this is nothing but God working through his people. Thank you very much. I would also like in a special way to thank our dear parents and guardians for doing all you can to give our children the gift of education, which is one of the most important gifts that anyone can give. Thank you very much for sacrificing the little you have to have your children get an education. I also like in a special way to thank the technical people, the staff of the university. I've been a teacher and I'm still one, and lecturing adults is one of those very difficult things to do, because you're teaching somebody who has read and can actually challenge you. So thank you very much for coping with our students and giving them the best that you could. To the graduates, I'd like to thank you and congratulate you for this day. This is an amazing class that we should thank God for, because you studied at the most difficult time, when people were studying online, something that has never happened. But you persevered, read, and managed to go through the most difficult time that the world has ever seen in the COVID pandemic. Congratulations for being resilient and standing out from the crowd. I also like to thank you once again in a special way that many of our children, particularly in this region, has given up in education because they look around and they don't see any hope. I'm here to give you that hope. That I was once at the same place that you are now. Julius Peter Chare was doing what he does best. I was humbled because I was once there. Thank you for mentoring me, and thank you for always ministering the word of God through music. So dear Guardians, it is St. Augustine that made me who I am. And I started from where you're starting. But because God has been there for me, and is there for you, and is there for all of us, He has made me to walk the journey of education this far. And so I want to encourage you that the step you have taken today should just be the beginning of your journey towards education. I thank God because from there I went up to the level of a PhD in rural development from the United Kingdom. And when I stand here, I want to encourage all our children in the region that we can make it. And so thank you very much for All Saints University for coming in to fill the gap that other universities may have not offered for our people. I would like to say that all these words I'm saying are mine, for the general is very brief. And if he was here, he would have finished, because it takes strictly not more than 5 minutes. So you excuse me that I'm still talking on my own behalf, and then proceed to the assignment that I'm given. I would like to conclude my message by saying that to the Christians, this is a testimony of faith in action. Because if we remained as Christians and doing the usual we do, we wouldn't have the university. Thank you very much, the clergy across the region and all the Christians across the region, for the humble contribution and the faith that we have to have our own university in the region. To me, today is the day that we must all dream about, to make our country not only good but great in Africa, but also our region, Lango, to be seen and to be known that we have great minds and great institutions that produces great minds in the region. I thank you very much. General Sale sent me here with only 2 messages. One, that I come and tell the Guardians and the people of Lango that the message for everyone is wealth creation. The second one is talent identification. Now when he talks about wealth creation, and as a coordinator for an operation to create wealth in this country, his message is very simple. Let us harness the resources that we have to create wealth in our households. most people think, how can you be told to create wealth? I want to emphasize that God has given us all it takes to create wealth. And as a country, our Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has overly simplified that for us to create wealth, let's focus on the four factors of production. And one of it that he has introduced is science, technology, innovation, and knowledge. And I want in a special way to thank the university to start looking, or they already started, training our students towards knowledge enhancement. The other message under this wealth creation is to leverage the available market opportunities that we have. Markets can be internal and markets can be external. And I want to say that Lango sub-region research has shown that almost 70% of the grains exported to Kenya comes from Lango. That means the Lango products have a market. But how can we make that market more profitable and also more competitive so that nobody else come and take us away from that? Now, when we have the market internally, we have policies and laws to enhance the East African community market. We also have a president that is always advocating for the African continent market. So as a people, this is an opportunity that we can leverage to create wealth at our household. The other aspect is labor. And one of the things or drivers of labor is skills enhancement, which the university is doing very well. But I would like to urge our dear students that be innovative with the skills that you have got today. Use your skills to create jobs, but not to look for jobs. You can look for jobs, but you can as well create one. The other aspect is labor, and capital. And as a country, government of Uganda is doing everything it can to make capital available and accessible. At the moment, and I'm very glad that the university has adopted the parish development model. Now, parish development model is one of the tools that government hopes to use to bring capital which is affordable and accessible right at the parish or grassroots level. I would like to urge everyone present here that let's prepare the enterprises that we know we are good at and we are competitive on to access this capital and use it for the good of our country and for creating wealth in our household. There are many other programs that government has put in place, including youth livelihood. We also have women entrepreneurship program, but unfortunately, most of it do not create impact because of the mindset that we have. The message is, if we are to create wealth, let's harness all these potentials that we have. The second message is talent identification. I'm sure most of you could have been reading that Operation Wealth Creation is working with the creative arts industry. Very many people did not know what it meant. But countries that have developed, for example, the United States of America, they have developed their creative arts industry to actually contribute to the gross development product, which we call the GDP. Operation Wealth Creation is encouraging institutions like All Saints University to teach or to mentor and nurture students to be able to identify talents within them, the talents, the natural talents that they have, wealth creation as individuals, but also as a country. And therefore, I would like to add the Vice Chancellor and the university staff that let's remodel the methods of teaching from the conventional education system to more creative and innovative models so that our children are able to harness the talents that they have. And I would like to thank the Chair University Council for introducing or proposing, I hope it's already introduced, the cultural training for our students. The world has become so competitive that you do not want to train your students on the usual and normal courses that everybody has. The message here is that let's concentrate on research and development, but also talent identification and capacity building, and in the aspect of science, innovation, and technology. The Chancellor of the university, this is a brief message that I was sent to bring unto you. And before I end this submission, General Saleh is a transformer and is a very action-oriented person. So when I was coming here, he asked me, what is the main activity of the university that generates income? He does not believe in donations, but he believes in empowering institutions and individuals to be able to generate their own income. And he believes so much that we have very big potential in agriculture. And therefore, he sent me here to start a campaign of social economic transformation of the Lango sub-region, starting with the university. And so he sent me to bring 2 tractors to the university. We hope that in the next graduation we should be eating from the university farm. He has also sent me with 10 million shillings, which I have here. The invitation we had was talking of general development of the university, and we did not know which specific development to start with. And so he has sent his humble contribution of 10 million shillings to be invested in any development project that is within the university. And for this, I want to thank you all once again and say this for God and my country. Thank you.
The gift is just now being handed over to Chairman of the Lango Peter. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me sanitize it, please. Let me sanitize it. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chief Guest. Thank you so much. As we wait for the Vice Chancellor to mark the calling upon the days, I would like to have a break of 5 minutes to have some cultural performance.
Praise the Lord. My name is Mara Steven, known by the name Water Yin Adumutuinwan. This young boy is my firstborn. He also talented like daddy. His name is called Kuyu Jasper, known by the name Akwara Yin, presenting one song by the title, A Soul Taken Lava. Asante sana. General Salim Saleh, we appreciate you for Paris Development Model. Asante sana. Salim Saleh. Salim Saleh. Salim Saleh. Salim Saleh. Salim Saleh. Salim Saleh, Salim Saleh, Salim Saleh, Salim Saleh. Also in the university now, where the university shall take the one when they are rocking into Parliament of Uganda. University did a foundation by Anglican. And I mean, what the Mokaya Kim, I mean, your soul, your professor, bless you, Professor Pico, Professor Andrew Ansolisula. When they do not, they will not have a while over Professor Alfred Noah. When Bishop Mary Uti in a manor, Bishop the Red team, Bishop Ajun Kodi, and a John Charles who don't come. They look how can do Shapala. Ako nika wala what you do, bigama me to middle one can. Bili one can when they get a degree, diploma, get a certificate. Oba me por mi ugum. Jakela la la. Jakela la la. University wani jakela la la. Jakela la la. Let's fight coronavirus together. Over President. We over President. I mean to make no coronavirus. We over Jemusiru. I mean to make no coronavirus. I would like to thank the government of Uganda, the President, His Excellency, for fighting to prevent coronavirus from killing Ugandans. Without the work of His Excellency and Dr. Jemusiru, coronavirus would have killed all the Ugandans, including myself, Water Yin, and Dr. myself. I would like to thank the government of Uganda, the President, His Excellency. So far, we are talented in music, as you can see, but the way we can develop our talents to another level is a big problem. And this type of musical instrument, I do in one. I am the only one who have been introduced in the whole country, Uganda, and the world to promote the traditional culture of Ugandans as it is indicated in the Uganda National Coat of Arms. That is why I would like to request anyone with us to develop our talents to another level. I say this for God and my country. Amen.
Pio kok kablat. Pio kok ada ke rumah. Kita lah.
Thank you. Tekulu, they are going to show us the wonderful thing that comes out of a drum. Okay, Tekulu.
Tekulu United. Here ya Abea, lepam. Abea ura, ya kau nak kau buli kau kan? Ada. Ura ni kan no.
Di warna pink, maka sila pembuatan itu kira Michelle.
Jangan jaga.
Wala
Faculties to present the persons who completed their programs in this university for your congratulation and conferment of various awards, beginning with the Faculty of Business, Administration and Management, followed by Faculty of Social Sciences and Faculty of Education, and they start with the certificates, diploma and degree awards. This is how we are going to proceed. Those certificates, those whose names shall be announced for certificates and diplomas, please stand up there to be recognized there. And the Chancellor will pronounce what you will hear. Those with degrees can come before the Chancellor and hear the same announcement. There is no time. Yes, that's the thing. And you know, There are some people who are getting it online. Okay.